This has been a decade-long dream full of hopes and passions and fears and fundraising and blood, sweat, and tears. And here we are today to open this thing up, and it is absolutely spectacular.
The doors to LeMay America's Car Museum opened on June 2nd, 2012. This is 165,000 square feet of vehicles and memorabilia, a must-see if you're even remotely interested in the art of the automobile. I took my camera down for the grand opening because this would be a sin to miss.
Harold just loved automobiles. He loved everything about them. He loved their design, their engineering, their power, their speed, their sound, their smell, the excitement, the events, and the memories.
Tacoma, Washington is hardly the center of the automotive universe, but it is where Harold LeMay set up his trash business. Yes, you have garbage to thank for this amazing collection of over 3,000 vehicles.
I haven't met a car I didn't like, so that's about the way it goes.
This archive footage shows him proudly walking through his collection, housed then in an old school.
If I was to drive a different car every day and didn't buy any more new ones, I couldn't drive them all in 5 years.
Some of the cars were actually parked in the shower room.
So you figure you have 56 buildings, something like that?
Yeah, full.
Harold LeMay died in 2000 at the age of 81, but it was obvious to his family that the extensive collection of cars needed to be shared with the world.
Wow, isn't this terrific? And all you friends who have made this possible. I know Harold's looking down and saying, well done.
Thank goodness his wife Nancy and President and CEO David Madeira decided against considerable odds to create this.
This building is truly amazing, and it's, I don't remember how many millions of tons of concrete in here.
Madeira's accomplished life alone could be made into a movie, one that few would believe. So could the odyssey of creating this museum, which began just as the economy collapsed in historic fashion. So, kids, this is what tenacity looks like in physical form. The LeMay America's Car Museum isn't just about what's inside. There's a great lawn, perfect for a concourse, and a showcase space out front. The grand opening of LeMay America's Car Museum is a classic Pacific Northwest affair. But the ties to this collection are worldwide. One of the many people who made this happen is a lover of American cars, Italian Nicola Bulgari. Yes, that Bulgari.
You will get a recognition, I hope, of the entire country and eventually the rest of the world, because there isn't another museum like this anywhere I know. And especially the fact that you have accomplished this not in New York, not in Chicago, not in Detroit, not in Pennsylvania, not in Los Angeles, but in Tacoma.
Obviously, there are all sorts of cars on display, racing, classic, luxury, muscle, and everything in between. But there are also the cars that many of us grew up with, which may not be significant to collectors, but they sure do bring back a lot of memories from people walking through.
I was looking at the magnificent shapes and form development of this incredible museum, and I couldn't help but think about the men and women who have shaped and formed and sculpted the bodies of the automobile for more than 100 years of its history. And I see that in the shapes of this building.
It is impossible to name the many contributors and volunteers that made this museum a reality. If you love cars, this is a place, a shrine really, that you've just got to visit. The Seattle-Tacoma area is a beautiful place for a vacation, full of amazing sights and world-class resorts, cuisine, wine, and beer. So if you can sell your spouse on a vacation spot like this, a day in this amazing rotating art collection will be one you won't forget.